Naomie Olindo is engaged, and at first glance, it looks like a simple, picture-perfect love story. A quiet boardwalk, champagne on the beach, and a ring that left her completely speechless. But this engagement isn't just about romance. The man who got down on one knee already comes with a headline-worthy past, and fans immediately recognized his name. What made this moment even more surprising wasn't just who he is, but how this relationship unfolded entirely away from the spotlight. And the deeper you look into Naomie's journey, the more this engagement starts to feel like something no one saw coming. For years, Naomie Olindo's personal life played out in front of millions. During her time on Southern Charm, viewers watched her relationships become storylines, conversations, and sometimes even punchlines. Every emotional moment was dissected, every decision questioned. By the time she stepped away from the show in 2020, it was clear something had shifted. She wasn't chasing attention anymore. She was pulling back, choosing privacy over visibility, and slowly rebuilding a version of herself that didn't exist for the cameras. Fans noticed it almost immediately. Fewer interviews, fewer dramatic reveals, and a noticeable calm that hadn't been there before. But just when it seemed like Naomie had closed the door on public romance for good, something unexpected started taking shape quietly in the background. Billy Haire isn't the kind of person who usually lives in the spotlight, which is exactly why his name caught people off guard. He doesn't come from reality TV, and he isn't someone fans were tracking on social media. But the moment the engagement news broke, many realized they'd heard his name before, just not alongside Naomie's. Billy was previously married to Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model Brooks Nader, a connection that instantly added intrigue to the story. Reports have described him as low-key and private, the complete opposite of the world Naomie once lived in, and that contrast raised an obvious question among fans. How did two people from such different public worlds cross paths without anyone noticing? The answer, it turns out, lies in how carefully this relationship was kept out of sight. What made Naomie and Billy's relationship stand out wasn't just who he was, it was how quietly it developed. Unlike the drama-filled timelines of reality TV romances, this one stayed mostly hidden. People confirmed they were dating in May 2025, but by then, insiders say they had already been together for months. There were no dramatic Instagram announcements, no leaked stories, no public appearances designed to catch attention. Instead, fans noticed subtle clues, shared vacations, casual posts, and small glimpses of their time together on social media. A trip to Jamaica in August hinted at something more serious, but even then, the couple kept the spotlight firmly on themselves, not the world watching. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, came the moment that would make fans stop scrolling. The proposal itself was a moment of pure intimacy. On a quiet Charleston boardwalk, Billy got down on one knee, and Naomie's reaction was priceless. Her hand flew to her mouth, eyes wide with shock and joy. Olive, her beloved dog, and another pooch were right there with them, witnessing the beginning of this new chapter. The couple shared a sweet, lingering kiss before celebrating with glasses of champagne on the beach, black and white photos capturing the raw, unfiltered happiness of the moment. It wasn't staged or flashy, just two people fully present, savoring a private milestone that fans could only glimpse through their carousel post. And while the proposal itself stole the spotlight, the story behind it was even more compelling. Of course, the internet couldn't help but notice one detail. Billy Haire was previously married to Brooks Nader, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model. Their marriage, which began in December 2019, ended amicably after years apart, with both moving on without public drama. Rumors and online speculation immediately surfaced, with fans curious about timelines and connections. But insiders have been clear. There was no lingering tension, no hidden conflict, just two people finding their own paths. While the past naturally sparked curiosity, it didn't overshadow the joy of Naomie and Billy's engagement. And as the couple shared their announcement, it became obvious that this chapter was entirely their own, separate from any headlines that came before. What made the engagement feel even more real was the outpouring of support from Naomie's Bravo family. Madison LaCroix, Leva Bonaparte, and Taylor Ann Green all shared heartfelt congratulations, filling the comments with excitement and love. Their reactions weren't just polite acknowledgments, they reflected genuine happiness for Naomie, signaling that this wasn't a publicity stunt or a story designed for cameras. After years of public scrutiny and reality TV drama, this kind of support mattered. Fans watching along could see that Naomie was surrounded by people who truly cared, and for the first time in a long while, it felt like her joy wasn't performative. It was authentic, private, and fully hers. And that authenticity is what sets this engagement apart from everything that came before. Unlike her past relationships, this engagement feels intentional and grounded. Naomie's history includes long-term romances with Craig Conover and Matul Shaw, both of which ended amid public attention and reality TV drama. But with Billy, there's none of that chaos. No storylines, no cameras, no pressure to perform. It's a chapter that seems fully her own, shaped by choice rather than circumstance. Fans can see a version of Naomie they haven't before, confident, happy, and unapologetically herself. For many, this isn't just another celebrity engagement, it's a quiet, earned happiness that's been years in the making. And that's what makes this moment feel like a true turning point in her life. From the whirlwind of reality TV heartbreak to a private, intentional love, Naomie Olindo's engagement to Billy Haire marks a new chapter in her life. This isn't a flashy headline or a story crafted for cameras. It's a moment that feels earned, authentic, and deeply personal. Fans have watched her grow, step away from the spotlight, and finally find someone who complements her off-screen world. Sometimes the best love stories aren't the loudest or the most publicized. They're the ones that happen quietly, with real emotion and thoughtful intention. For Naomie, this engagement isn't just about a ring. It's about finding her happiness on her own terms. And that makes all the difference.